short, total of 7 slides only, I think. So for our chapter 8 class, we already discussed the different network level strategies, or sorry, the different strategies, the business, the corporate, the network level strategies. Now, let's proceed to strategy formulation on our chapter 8. Can you please read the learning objectives? Mark?
After the completion of the chapter, students will be able to: number one is define strategy formation and strategy formulation and implementation. Two is to discuss the evaluation of different approaches to strategy formation and discuss ways to manage operations strategically to achieve desired profit through effective advertising, sales, and an effective public relations plan.
Thank you very much, Mark. So these are the learning objectives, class. So in this lesson, we will only discuss how are we going to formulate strategies. So what are the steps that you need to follow if you're going to create your strategy. So now, for example, nakapili na kayo in your business, nakapili na kayo what strategies will you follow. Either corporate, business, or network. For example, you already pick one level of strategies. Now, how are you going to formulate or how are you going to start your chosen strategy? Okay, so but first, let's define strategy formulation. So strategy formulation is the process of using available knowledge to document the intended direction of a business and the actionable steps to reach its goals. This process is used for resource allocation, prioritization, organization, wide alignment, and validation of business goals. So in simple terms, class, when we say formulation, it pertains to creation or creating something. So when we say strategy formulation, you are going to create your chosen strategy or you're going to create a plan on how are you going to implement or how you going to operate your chosen strategy. Now, first, let's discuss the different steps in strategy formulation process. What are the steps that we need to follow in order for us to create an effective and efficient strategy for our business or for our organization? So first, class, since we started our discussion, lagi ito yung first steps or yung laging main focus. The first one, class, is setting organization's objective. Can you please read about setting organization objectives, Micah?
Setting organizations' objectives. The key component of any strategy statement is to set the long-term objectives of the organization. It is known that strategy is generally a medium for realization of organizational objectives. Objectives stress the state of being there, whereas strategy stresses upon the process of reaching there.
Okay, so thank you. So when we say setting organization's objective, what are your goals for business? Or what are your aspirations for your business? Ano ba yung mga outcome or output na gusto mong ma-achieve for your business? Your objectives ba is to generate more revenue, to acquire more clients, to have various branch outs or branches, not only here in the Philippines, but also in the world, or to create an impact that will give educations and knowledge to community. So it depends on your objective. So for example, if I will ask you, Fel, in the near future, if you will be given a chance to become a business owner, what business will you going to build and what will be your objectives for your business? Fel?
Wait lang po.
Naka-off ata yung microphone mo. Okay,
Okay po,
anyone who can share? Okay. Fel, hello?
okay pa. Paulit po ako kasi na umalis po ako saglit eh. May kinayos lang
Okay.
po.
Okay, when we say objectives or setting organization objective, these are your aspirations towards your business. These are your goals that you want to achieve in the long run. So in the near future, for example, Fel, if you will be given a chance to become a business owner, what will be your business and what will be your objectives?
Kung ako po magtatayo po ako ng isang business, I would like to put up ano po, parang more on fashion po or mga clothing line po kasi ayoko po talaga ng foods kasi natatakot po ako na kunyari po may mga may kunyari malason or ganun po. So sa clothing line po ko
Yes.
and ang objectives ko po or yung goal ko po is to make my customers happy ah, sa ano po, yung anong tawag dito? Yung product ay yung quality po ng damit na ibebenta ko po and yung services po na approach po yung mga example po ng mga employee ko sa customers ko is mabibigay po nila yung best quality or the highest quality po na maaari po. Yun yung goal ko.
Okay, correct. So, that's the objective of FEL class. So, if magkayo daw siya ng business, ang objective niya or ang aspiration niya for her clothing line or clothing business in the future is quality. How about Justin? You are raising your hand.
Sa akin po,
Justin?
kasi po ngayon po meron na po akong sarili kong small business which is beauty business, which is
Okay.
I'm planning to expand it in the future, and my objectives po is magbigay ng best quality drinks, and as well as gusto ko rin pong haluan in the future ng pastries, ganun po, in a affordable price na marami pong makakatry ng products ko and services ko, even though affordable lang po yung budget nila.
Okay, very good, Justin. So, class, natakal ni Justin yung 3 objectives in a business. First, sabi ni Chris, ni Fel at saka ni Justin, tama, quality eh. Second, sabi ni Justin, in the near future daw gusto niyang mag-add-ons or magkaroon ng other pastries dun sa multi-business niya, which we called variations or choices from her clients. So, maraming clients. And the other objectives or goals na gusto niya in the future ay yung prices. Even if she is selling the milk tea in a lower price, still she can offer good quality drinks for her clients or for her customers. So that's what we call objectives. Ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve for your business or ano yung gusto mong gawin na actions for your business. So that's the first step of strategy formulation. Second, can you please read Carmela?
Sorry po,
I
maingay.
think medyo choppy. Sige, I'll change. Ara na lang. Ara, can you please read the second point?
Evaluating the organizational environment. The next step is to
Okay lang.
evaluate.
Ara?
Hello po, naririnig po ako?
Medyo mahina lang.
Evaluating the organizational environment. The next step is to evaluate the general economic and industrial environment in which the organization operates. This includes a review of organization's competitive position. It is essential to conduct a qualitative and a quantitative review of an organization's existing product line. The purpose of such a review is to make sure that the factors important for a competitive success in the market can be discovered so that the management can identify their own strengths and weaknesses as well as their competitors' strengths and weaknesses.
Okay, thank you very much, Ara. So class, when we say evaluating the organizational objective, or environment, sorry, after you've come up with your objectives for your business. Second class is you will assess your business or you will research for your business. How are you going to assess your business capacities? The well-known actions that you will do is the SWOT analysis. Class, we already discussed the SWOT analysis, right? So, doon siya papasok sa evaluating the organizational environment. Ia-assess mo yung competencies or yung mismong negosyo mo or yung mismong business mo. Yung SWOT analysis niya. Aalamin mo, first is yung strength ng company mo. Now, once you already know the strength of your company, pwede mo kasi siyang magamit as strategy. Pwede ka doon kumuha ng ideas on how are you going to formulate your strategy. Next is your weakness. Ano ba yung mga bagay na kailangan mong i-improve for your business? Bakit mahalagang malaman yung weakness? Kasi pag hindi mo alam yung weakness mo, ibig sabihin hindi mo alam how are you going to target outside your company. How are you going to target your customers if inside your business is meron ka pang weak points na dapat i-improve? Next is yung opportunities. When we say opportunities, yung mga bagay na dapat binibigyan mo ng pansin or ng time na pwedeng makatulong sa'yo in order for you to have a fruitful or developmental growth of your business. And lastly, your competitors. Kailangan mong alamin paano ba gumagalaw yung competitors mo bago ka magkaroon ng sarili mong strategy. Kasi if you know how your if you know how your competitors is moving, pwede kang magkaroon ng basis paano ka aatake sa paggawa ng strategy mo on your own. So, in evaluating your organizational environment or yung kalagayan ng business mo, you should use the SWOT analysis. Next, continuation class is setting quantitative targets. Tom, can you please read setting quantitative targets?
Setting quantitative targets. In this step, an organization must practically fix the quantitative target values for some of the organizational objectives. The idea behind this is to compare with long-term customers so as to evaluate the contribution that might be made by various product zones or operating departments.
Okay, thank you, Tom. So, class, when we say setting quantitative targets, class, merong definite kang numbers or merong definite target data or informations na yun yung magsasabi sa'yo na kapag na-achieve mo yung percentage na yun, ibig sabihin, the effectivity of your strategy na ginagawa mo ay effective or yung strategy or actions na gagawin mo ay effective. For example, sabi ni Fel kanina, her objective is clothing line. Okay? Now, nag-SWOT analysis si Fel. Nag-evaluate siya ng environment niya, yung strength, yung weaknesses, yung opportunities and threats ng clothing line niya. Ngayon, na-solve na ni Fel lahat ng problems. Nakita niya na lahat ng weak points as well as the positive points. Now, ang gagawin ni Fel, kailangan niyang i-identify paano ko masasabi na yung business ko is successing or yung business ko ay nag-grow or nagde-develop based dun sa strategy na ginagawa ko. Ano yung anong tawag dito? Ano yung metrics ko? Or ano yung sukatan ko para masabi ko na nakapagbibigay ako ng quality product sa client ko? So, Fel, in the future, for example, sabi mo, you want to give quality products to your client. So, how can you say that your products is in good quality? Ano yung metrics na pwede mong pagsukatan?
Siguro po yung mga kung ano po mismo yung katulad po ng quality po ng damit. I mean yung yung tela po. 'Di ba po magkakaiba po yung tela po ng mga tela po. And yung po, sa pag-hire pa lang po, dapat po yung i-hire kong mga magtatahi, yung mga employees ko po, dapat po, meron po silang proper training and talagang nalaman ko po na talagang perfect po sila sa job na yun. So, doon ko po malalaman na makakapagbigay po sila ng quality, makakapagbigay po ako, yung business ko po ng quality na damit po. Ganun po.
Okay, correct. So, that's what we call setting quantitative targets class. So ang focus ni Fel para makapag-set siya ng metrics or ng percentage para malaman niya na magiging quality yung products na ipoproduce niya ay employees. Titingnan niya yung competencies or yung skills ng empleyado na i-hire niya para gumawa ng mga clothing line na ibebenta niya sa market. That's what we call setting quantitative targets. Meron siyang setting points or meron siyang basis kung paano niya masasabi na yung goals niya are achievables. Another example ng setting quantitative targets class is, for example, sabi kanina ni Justin, meron siyang milk tea business. Now, in the near future, gusto niyang mag-add ng pastries. Ngayon, sabi ni Justin, okay, sige, mag-a-add ako ng pastries. However, kailangan, sabi niya sa mga tao niya, para masabi natin na we are successful in this business, dapat every quarter kumikita tayo ng 50% above sa capital natin. For example, our capital is 100,000, dapat ang kita natin ay 200,000 in quarterly. So, meron siyang sinet na numbers or targets na 50%. That's what we call setting quantitative targets. Merong definite number, definite statistics, or definite percentage. Next, aiming in context with the divisional plans. Can you please read? Honey.
Aiming in context with the division plans. In this step, the contributions made by each department or division or product category within the organization is identified, and accordingly, strategic planning is done for each subunit. This requires a careful analysis of macro and economic trends.
Okay, thank you, honey. So, class, when we say aiming in the context with the divisional plans, dito papasok, class, yung division or segmentation of roles and responsibilities. Ibig sabihin, ikaw, for example, business owner ka, paano mo hahatiin or isa-subdivide yung mga tasks and responsibilities sa bawat departments mo. For example, meron kang 5 departments. Housekeeping, front desk, sales, engineering, at saka ano pa ba yung isa? Kitchen, for example. So, sa 5 yan, ang goals mo, for example, sa business mo is to give exceptional service to all of your clients. So, how are you going to divide or how are you going to give tasks and responsibilities to each department related to their roles and responsibilities yung makapagbigay sila ng exceptional service sa client nila. For example, sa housekeeping department, so paano mo sila a-assignan ng tasks and responsibilities na ang achievable or ang outcome ay dapat makapagbibigay sila ng exceptional service sa client nila? Anyone for housekeeping department? What tasks or responsibilities yung dapat mong ibigay sa kanila in order for them to give or to get exceptional service to their clients?
Incentives po.
Okay, pwede rin as overall. Pero pag sub-departments?
Trainings.
Okay, so one is training. So tama. So first is you will provide them a training related to their tasks and responsibilities. Now, those training grounds na binigay mo sa kanila, they will execute it. How they will execute it? By doing the correct procedures on how they will execute their tasks and responsibilities. For example, you are working in the housekeeping department, so ang role mo is to clean the rooms of all the guests, diba? So by cleaning the rooms of all the guests, ibig sabihin dapat yung paglilinis mo or pag-aayos mo ng room ng guest ay pasok sa standards ng housekeeping regulations. Yung pag-aayos ng kama, yung pag-aayos ng mga toiletries and everything. Or pag naman nasa front desk ka, ibig sabihin concierge. Ikaw ay part of front of the house or humaharap ka sa client. So ang training mo ay to give welcoming feels to your guests or to your clients. So now, ang gagawin mo, dapat pag may client na nagbubook, pleasant yung environment or pleasant yung face mo, you will accommodate them in a good way, or you will help them as possible as you can. So that's what we call aiming in context with the divisional plans. You will work on the tasks and responsibilities given to you by the top management, and how are you going to execute it in order for you to achieve the objectives of the department or the organization. Next, performance analysis. Can you please read, Aaron?
Performance analysis. Performance analysis includes discovering and analyzing the gap between the plan or desired performance, a condition, and desired future conditions must be done by the organization. This critical evaluation identifies the degree of gap that persists between the actual reality and long-term aspirations of the organization. An attempt is made by the organization to estimate its probable future condition if the current trends persist.
Okay, thank you. So class, when we say performance analysis, you will have an audit or you will have an evaluation. If the strategy na ini-implement mo or pinapatupad mo for your business are effective and efficient. So, ma'am, how are we going to know if effective or efficient yung performances ng mga employees inside your companies na gumagawa ng tasks and responsibilities? Anyone who can give me the answer? How are you going to know if effective and efficient yung performance inside
Ma'am,
your organization? Yes?
kapag nakita na po yung result, ma'am.
Okay. So, first is you will get the result. So, how are you going to interpret the results? Micah, yes, you want to share something?
Yung mga ano po, kung nakikita niyong satisfied yung mga customers, like, nagbibigay sila ng mga feedback about sa service na binibigay ng isang employee po.
Okay, correct. So, feedback, suggestions, reviews. For example, dumami din yung clients nyo kung isa-isang buwan. Excuse me. 1,000 lang yung clients nyo, tas biglang nag 2,000. Ibig sabihin, the performances of the strategies that you are implementing to your business is efficient and effective. So, tandaan, when you are having performance analysis, you are having an audit on the strategies being implemented on your organizations. Choice of strategy. So what do you mean by choice of strategy? So this is the ultimate step in strategic formulation. The best course of action is chosen after considering organizational goals, strengths, potential, and limitations, as well as external opportunities. So for example, when we say choice of strategy, ito na yung gagawin mong action plan or ito na yung gagawin mong campaign for your business. So after all the analysis, after all the researches, after all the gathering of ideas, nalaman mo na lahat ng mga dapat na isaalang-alang mo for your business. So you already acquire all the informations. Now, on those informations, doon ka na mamimili what strategies will you do in order for you to sustain your business, or what actions will you implement in order for you to create a well-balanced environment, not only for your clients but also for your employees. So when we say choice of strategy, ito na yung magiging core topic or core lessons ng lahat ng employees inside your environment. Dito na gagawin yung mga steps in order for you to promote your products and services. That's the end of our discussion for Chapter 8 class.